Once again, we back. I'm on my vanity shit because I can see myself. So I'm like, nah, am I cute?
You're cute.
Am I cute?
Oh, you're cute.
I'm cute as fuck, nigga.
I call up Cody if I need a beat.
Nah, what's up?
This guy. I can't believe you said
Can you
that.
pass me my notebook? Thank you. Hey, real quick, you ever run into somebody in real life that you know from like online or something, and it's just like you don't really want to talk to them, but you had to talk to them?
Someone that you met online?
Just like some of you know, like you not that
Like
you
you
met
just
online,
added
you
up.
just like you're not social media now. Like you can't really, you can meet someone and like add them on social media and like they know about your life and you know about their life, but you don't really know them. Like they're not really your friend.
Yeah, they're friends of a friend.
Yeah, like or they just a person you met. Like you know what I'm saying? Or they somebody you met through. Yeah, exactly, a friend of a friend. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I got you. Yeah.
So you like, or even like when you see people like your family know or something like your parents.
Yeah, that
know.
happened. I mean, it happened in our family.
Yeah, all the time. But no, I feel like I can't add nobody I don't know. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like. Because sometimes they be like, "Oh, cousin, like nigga, you not my cousin, bro." Like you only like at least if you got the off, like it's different because your last name. But if we got the my bad, I'm gonna bleep that out. But at least if you got our last name off or whatever, like I mean, people can find me, but I'm just like, why give people direct access to who I am as a person?
I mean, yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, you
that's
know
true.
Don't make it easier. But anyway, and I was just saying that because I was out yesterday, and I told you I was gonna ask some little relationship talking to it, but it's not really relationship. It's more. So I was at Culver's, and
Which one? The one on the one right here?
yeah.
Oh,
I ain't gonna
okay.
say.
I know where you. I know.
You know where
yeah.
you know where you at. But and so I saw somebody that my parents. You probably know them too. They go. So and
I ain't gonna speculate.
nah, yeah, it's cool. It don't even matter. It really don't matter. It's they not that crucial to the story. And so I saw this one person I know. It was just kind of like, oh, okay, what's up, bro? And kind of was like, it wasn't like I'm upset I'm seeing you. I just didn't really want to talk to nobody. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I just wanted to go in, get my burger, look at my phone, keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you probably don't know him that well either. You don't know what to talk about, so
yeah, it's like and he was with some peoples too, so it's kind of like I'm really not trying to like. It's not personal. It's just more like I don't want to have a conversation right now. I just want to get my burger and go. I'm kind of introverted. People don't believe that all the time about me, but like I'm very like point A to point B with certain things, certain moments. So
I feel like people get the word introverted mixed up, like
with like antisocial.
Like with antisocial. It don't really mean antisocial. It's more so you try to keep to yourself for the most part, and then when you're around people that you know, obviously you're not introvert no more. You're like vibrant.
But even sometimes people around you just want to just like recharge and just kind of be more sheltered. Like it's just, I think it's like about where you feel safest too. Like some people feel safe externally with attention. Some people feel safe like internally, and I'm a person who feels safest like. It's different now. I think I'm more social, like I'm more open, but I still don't have a problem being by myself. So like I could go to a spot and just be by myself and people watch and just be my thoughts. Like it's not a big deal for me. But for some people they can't do that. So but I was here's my problem being an adult. And it's like this is gonna come off real bad if I don't say it the right way. So like there was somebody at the counter serving, right? And as soon as I got in there, she was giving me like eyes or whatever. And so I don't do nothing. I just
what you mean by the eyes?
Nigga, you know what I mean by the eyes.
I mean, like the hawk eyes or what's up?
Just like engaged with me.
Okay.
Eyes. Like you know what I'm saying?
Good eye contact.
Yeah, good eye contact. Like and I was like, okay. So you know what I'm saying? So I played it cool. And like I know they'll come and bring you your food or whatever, right? But then she came back over and was like, gave me like the look, and I was like, well, I'm gonna give you like, yeah, like what's up? But I'm also, like I said, I'm not here to flirt. And also, you work at Culver, so I don't know how old you are. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's true. Cause cover,
like you could be an adult, or this could be
16 to
your after school job, right? And it's like 6 o'clock. It's Wednesday, so you know what I'm saying. Like I'm good. You know, I'm good. I'm okay. But I think it's funny. Like what I wanted to bring up was like those nonverbal cues. I used to not understand the language within the language. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes when you're young and you're a young man or whatever, and like especially me, like I had male role models, but I didn't grow up with like my dad in the house. I had to learn a lot of the subtext, even though you kind of know the subtext because you have like a mom, so you're gonna have to learn like what things mean without them being verbalized to you. But
context.
Yeah, but as a man, I think that's one of the greatest gifts you can learn, you know what I'm saying? But also discernment, right? You feel me? Like, because I just feel like sometimes it's like, yeah, bro, there's times where I'm like, okay, like, I know it's shorty like me or whatever. Or I'm like, oh, okay, I could take this somewhere. But I feel like it's just important to be like, not today. Like, what am I getting out of this? You know what I'm saying? Like, I know some people, the reward is the sex. For me, sex is like fine, but it's not like enough to like, if I wanted to go home and watch the game, I'm not necessarily gonna like stop what I'm doing to go get a girl's number. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I was interested in that topic. Like, just one, running into people, and two, you know, like those subtle conversations. Have you had a moment like that with like where you felt like you just came into a spot and somebody was just like giving you that energy like right away, like there's no questions about it?
I mean, yeah. I work like some security jobs, so I run into people I know all the time. So
nah, but I'm talking about the other one. I mean, I'm sure you run into people that you know a lot because you like everybody. They like, oh my god, is it? Oh my god, is it? Oh, like I'll be like, all right, bro, y'all, you my cousin, so it ain't hate. But it's like, all right, brother. Yeah, y'all gotta relax, bro.
They glazing, bro.
They glazing. That's all. Real. Like, but it sounds like hate when it comes from me. Like, you know what I'm saying?
They be glazing because I started being like, oh crap, you ain't gotta do all that.
Just relax. But it's a good sign. It's good when they glaze.
Yeah.
Cause it don't be dudes. It be the Jones who be like, oh my god, that's
they ain't seen you in a long time. They want to give you a
hug, and then linger a little. That's that's a good place to be.
Yeah.
That's a good. Yeah. So, but yeah, tell me more about. Tell me about. Okay, so
security doesn't count. Working security?
No, it counts. But I'm saying like
if I walk into like getting like food or something.
Yeah, just like I mean, security's fun. I was just saying more like. Oh, like we talking about running into somebody
if I
too.
go to like the mall. Okay. And I see some. Yeah.
What is your go-to?
I don't know. Last time it happened though.
Do you not look for it? Because I think I seek it out. I think that's another thing.
You seek it out?
I don't necessarily enjoy like, oh, I fucked her. Like I don't get like the same like, like it's cool, it's good, but I really enjoy like that when I like the person. I don't really like lame, but you know what I'm saying. But like for me, it's like the thrill of having sex isn't that thrilling for me. It's more like, all right, cool. I like having sex with somebody I like having sex with, right? So what's more interesting to me is like the game before you like.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So that's what's fun for me.
Yeah.
So I'm saying like I seek it out because I notice the small.
I don't really seek it out.
Okay.
It's like you notice it in real time.
Yeah.
You notice it in real time, but you don't know it's no. When I was younger, you don't really notice it.
Yeah.
Cause you're just trying to do stuff like. You're just trying to experience things, and then later on, you're like, oh, she was giving me cues. And you don't realize it later. You don't realize it till way later. Yeah. At this point, you know you could do about it, but you're like, well, you just learn from it. Experience just teaches you those things, though. So
I also think that it happens it happens a lot, right? And like I'm not saying like that. Like I'm like we talked about this last pod. Like we're getting a little older, so like obviously like in my mind, I want to settle down in like the next 5 or 6 years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that
like,
makes sense.
You know, but
before 35.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like a good, you know, like I had to say it.
For me, I am saying before 35, but
I could get to like 37. You know what I'm saying? But
37 a little.
Because I think like if I'm 37 and I get with like a 26, 27-year-old, that's not horrible. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it's an age gap, but it's not like And I only say that number because I'm just like, okay, what's the age where somebody's still young but like has enough maturity, right? You know what I'm saying?
They call that they call it the cerebral cortexes.
Yeah, right.
24 around 25.
Right, and it could be like 32, 36. You know what I'm saying? It's not. I'm not saying if I'm 37 that it got to be someone who's like. But I'm saying like, okay, like, let's say like that's a good window between like her still being enough to have kids and still like have a future ahead of her, but also like
you don't want that.
Hasn't been like you know, the older you get, the harder it is to like just date somebody without having like kids or having baggage. You know
I think the issue a lot of times with younger couples is they go through a stage where you both want to be able to experience life, but you don't. Sometimes just not together, and they come to a point where one person wants to. One person wants to explore, and
how do you?
I don't know. It's at least I don't know. It's you want to be able to not have to rely on someone for the rest of your life, and I think that's what people realize early on in some of those relationships. So
I think
that's why I think 25 is generally a good age to figure out for someone to be like. To go one way or the other. Do you want to chase the career? You want to continue?
Yeah, I forgot why we were going towards that direction though of 35 of being married.
Oh, 35?
I said something about settling down, but I forgot what I was talking about to get to that point. I don't even know. Anyway.
Yeah, I don't know why. Yeah, you didn't really explain. I don't know if you did explain it though.
I was saying something about like. I feel like when it comes to dating and when it comes to like relationships, having a partner, because you were talking about marriage. I know you were talking about that, bitch. No, but no, on some real shit. You were talking about how like people want to settle down sometimes, like they want to be like in different, like they want to grow separately. And I think what I was thinking about, like I have a friend of mine who's my guy, but I haven't been talking to him as much because I was like, you have like, I want to evolve, right? Like I want to evolve and like become more capable of having like open relationships, like in general, not just like with love, but just like with my friends, with my family, with my community. And so I think a big part of that is letting go of the things that hurt you, right? Like when you were younger. And so for me, a lot of things that hurt me were like us being in a community like that's like it's not a small community, but it's relatively small compared to like other like bigger cities, right? And so you know your family's expectations become kind of your expectations growing up, and like we had a good solid community, good upbringing, good opportunities, good role models, but the flip side of that is like you got these expectations, and so like. I think I internalized a lot of those. I think I internalized a lot of like, you know, my own dad issues and shit like that, right? And so until I could like heal from like all the ways that I felt betrayed from what I thought I should be getting, right? Which is fair, but also, you know, you get older, you be like, all right, bro, like you grown now, nigga. Like you gonna have to get over that shit. Like, I realized like, okay, you my mans, but like you got some mindsets that are that like kind of got some hurt in them, and so like I feel like with marriage, with like a healthy relationship, you gotta like you gotta do your growing, right? Like, and so some people they can grow in a relationship. Like I can grow in a relationship, but I'm gonna need my space regardless. Like that's a prerequisite for whoever I get with. Like you know what I'm saying? Like we could be locked in, but.
I think that's probably everybody. It's just how much space and how long it's gonna be.
Right.
And how long you can withstand that space.
I mean, I think space for me ain't like I'm about to leave for about a month. Yeah. Like you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's like
that's crazy.
Yeah, that's insane. But space might be I'm locked up in like, you know, like where I do my music and like my graphic design and shit. Like that might be my space. Like space might be I'm on the game for like 3 hours, but like. It's not, like every night I'm just never going to talk to you or I'm never going to. I was watching something about like setting intentional time with a partner to like make sure you have that space, like, to talk and be together and do things together. And so, like, I think for me right now, it's just, okay, like, doing that work, like, if I want to travel, if I want to do these things, like, be that person, but also learning how to communicate what I want and build a relationship, I think is super important. And, like, we're supposed to talk about, like, sports and shit. Like, I was supposed to start with, like, relationships, but I'm glad we started there. Like,
you just went there. So.
I did. I forced it.
I mean, it kind of flows. So
yeah, no, it was. Do you have any other thoughts that you want to share? Because I mean, you're a little older than me. You're more established in terms of, like, your career. Like, what are your thoughts in terms of, like, what a partnership looks like ideally for you?
I mean, the biggest thing is just figuring out yourself and figuring out what you want out of life, and find out what other people want out of their lives. And you honestly, you probably just pick one and then see where it goes. But you have to know how long you're willing to, look for it. You got to figure out your future situations, you got to set up your career, figure out where you want to be, like literally where you want to be. Look at future opportunities. Mm-hmm. So it has a lot to do with planning. You gotta plan it out, but sometimes you just have to run into a chance, and it just flows that way. So.
Yeah. I think you can't like explicitly plan it, right? Like,
yeah, you can't explicitly plan it. Yeah. It's gotta kind of fall into pieces. Fall into. Not feel like pieces, but fall into a like a puzzle.
Fall into place. Yeah.
So, So I mean, like, you probably can plan 90% of it. 10% is unpredictable.
And I'd honestly say you could probably plan like 60-70% of it. Like, in terms of, like, you can plan the parts of you that you control, like your career. You can plan. You can kind of plan. You can plan, like, the work you put in towards your career. You can plan, like, how you take care of yourself, the people you meet, like, the spaces you in, right? But, like, I've met a lot of young women over the years, right, that I, like, at different periods of time might be like, oh yeah, like, they could definitely be wifey or my girl, or, like, yo, I'm just trying to, like, slide, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just trying to say what's up and just, like, hit it and quit it, like, you know what I'm saying? And, like, I think even those situations sometimes, not that it is wrong, but sometimes you might not realize how connected you might be even with somebody who you thought you just wanted to, like, sleep with one time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it happens, like, a lot.
Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like just being open to possibility, but also not, like, being rigid. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I think.
Yeah, you gotta be flexible, especially in the change. Our world is changing all the time, so.
Especially right now, bro.
Like we went through that whole COVID situation. Like, that screwed up a lot of people's lives. Just those, was it 3 years, 2 or 3 years?
Yeah,
maybe 4. I don't know.
I mean, honestly, it didn't stop feeling like COVID really till, like, maybe 2023. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's when it really started to feel like, okay.
Yeah, 2023, even really last year.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Because, like, some things, like, felt so natural, like masks. Like, I feel like that's phased out again. Like,
definitely phased out. Yeah, I think. Yeah,
you'll see it occasionally when people are sick, but
2022 was like that hard line between COVID
and we trying to get past
forward.
this. Yeah. So, no, that's interesting. That's a good little topic. All right, let's get on some less heavy conceptual talk, and let's talk about sports. I had a lot to say about the Bucks last time we talked, and they're proving some things, but it's the Bucks. Like, I think they have a game tonight.
Who do they play? I think they play the Pelicans. I think it's
either I think it's the Pelicans. I'm not sure if it's tonight though.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's tonight, but I know they play Pelicans next. That was their next game.
Yeah, and I'm not worried about the Pelicans. I think we're locked into the 5th seed though, Loki. I think we just have to beat the Pelicans.
Yeah,
and beat the Pistons at least once, because we play them twice to end the season. I think
we play them twice. That's crazy work.
Yeah, I know. It's I mean, hey, lock
Hey,
up.
they definitely got to win one of them because I ain't trying to fall into that 6 seed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, 6 seed. I think we're gonna have trouble if we go 6 seed.
3 is our magic number, so we have to beat the Pelicans, and then 2 is our magic number now because we beat the Timberwolves. Which bro, that was such a crazy game,
man. Bro, the Korea's funny part. I was following the game, like second quarter, and they were down like 5-9 or something, and I was like, they're still in the game. Third quarter, then I saw it was like they're down like 20 something. I was like, oh, they could cook. I was just playing video games, like you're on a voice chat or whatever, just talking. Like we just multitask. So you playing games and then you're watching the game, following the game at the same time. And my friend was like, "Hey, the Bucks." He said something because some of my friends, we into that sports betting, so they always try to follow. The only reason they follow the game, the only reason we follow the game, only reason we follow the game is to make sure
these
that
degenerates.
See, I'm not a fan of player props though. I like money line straight up. I'm not trying to figure out how much this person. Unless it's football, I could probably figure that out. But basketball, I'm not even gonna touch it. But anyways, yeah, they were down like 3 points. I was like, wait, what? Because it was like a 20-point game, and I was then I looked at the play-by-play on ESPN, and I'm like, KPJ does this, boom, boom, boom. I was like,
look,
dang.
I ain't even gonna hold you, bro, because I was watching that shit, bro, and it was a masterpiece, bro. It was like, it was enough for me to say, like, I want Dame to be his full potential. Like, I really want Giannis and Dame to work, but I was like, I think I saw the future, bro.
Dang, really?
I think I saw KP. And here's the thing, bro. Like, I talk about the whole truth, right? Like, KPJ has a past that I don't like co-sign. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? If the allegations are true, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, because there are different reports, but people be saying one thing, doing the other. So I'm if what I know to be true is true, then I don't condone that. I just got to put that out there. You know what I'm saying? But as a basketball talent, and what I've seen from him as a teammate, he's been a very solid piece so far. And so, what I really loved was the Giannis, Gary Trent, Ajax, KPJ.
No, was it Ajax? It was
not Ajax. AJ Green.
AJ Green.
Yeah. AJ Green, Gary Trent.
Bro, they're plus.
And then they had Bobby on there too.
Bro, their plus minus was like plus 20, all of them.
Bro, it was fire.
It was like between like plus 17 to plus 25. I was like,
because I wasn't watching the game either, and
but the crazy part?
What?
The starters that were Giannis, they were all like minus 18.
Hey, no, Giannis was like, yo, they could be starters, bro. And look, I don't care what nobody say, bro. Like when a star say some shit,
something gonna happen.
Yeah, bro. But I think
it's working. They got what, 5-game win streak, 6-game win streak.
I mean, well, one Bobby came back, so I think that's helpful, definitely. I think also, bro, like, I think we did miss a little bit of the point in terms of like, I think it was a good plan if Chris Middleton was healthy to get Dame, right? But the reason why I'm like, all right, bro, like, I think KPJ could be a good start. He could either really, really thrive as a bench guard for us, right, and just be like a Lou Will type of guy. Not really a Lou Will, but like just in terms of like he could be a starter, but he's just really good for us off the bench. Or he could be in that starting spot because every game I've seen, he's a really tenacious defender. He can pass the ball pretty well. Also, I like Ryan Rollins too. So I don't know. I think we got good guard talent. Ironically enough, like I wouldn't have said it a few years ago. With like even Ajax, even though he's not a great like shooter, offensive player at the moment, like he still has room to grow. I could see him still becoming like a 38%, 37% 3-point shooter at like 3 or 4 attempts a game. Like AJ Green, he a solid defender. He was really the reason why we came back. Like he only scored 9 points, but them threes was killing. Man,
bro. That one thhree that he threw
from like fucking 45. I was like, what are
you doing? And then he hit it. Then I was like, oh, you know what? No, not
he
bad.
Was talking that shit too.
I was like, I wasn't familiar with your game. He was
talking that shit. Hey, white boy can't jump. What you talking about, bro? White boy can shoot too.
That's Derry Bird right there.
White boy, Derry fucking Bird. Don't you forget it. Grace Allen. Who the fuck? Yeah, bye Phoenix. Fuck. No, I'm just kidding.
Crazy, right?
Hey, rest in peace of Phoenix season. But real quick, do you think what do you think? Like, do you think we need to give it another year? Do you think it's wise to say? I mean, if Dame can play in the playoffs, I think that's the real test. You know?
Yeah, I still think you ride it out.
You don't try to get like Durant or something for Dame?
For Dame?
Yeah.
The Suns ain't trying to get. Well, if they do trade for him, it's gonna be like a trade again. It's gonna be like a double trade. But they need situation. A playmaker. The Suns?
Yeah.
But they gonna trade. They gonna trade away their talent. I think the Suns are gonna trade away their talent. It's gonna be Book gone. Durant
Why would they
gone.
get rid of Book? He's still in his prime.
They screwed up. Well, Book's probably gonna ask for a trade.
I don't know. Where would Book go?
You don't think Book would ask for a trade this season?
He could,
because they already gonna trade Durant.
I mean, Book been there through some shit.
Yeah, it's about time you're gonna be like, you know what, I'm done.
And he's young enough to go to another team.
Yeah.
What if Book came to the Bucks?
I mean, I would do Book for Dame, maybe.
Yeah, but that's not gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen. But
yeah,
the thing is, I don't think you're gonna get a whole lot for Dame unless it's like. First of all, you're not gonna trade him to the East. You're gonna trade him to the West, and the West is already super stacked for a lot of these teams. Like who would want? Maybe the what do you call it? The Timberwolves might want him, but I don't know who else would.
They do need a point guard,
but who else would try to get him?
But what would we get from him?
Plus, Dame is still.
I don't think Dame is a bad player. He's still
comparable to Steph Curry. Pretty much the same, almost the same stats.
It's not about his performance as a player.
But you mean his chemistry with Giannis?
Yeah, his chemistry and his fit. Like, he doesn't really defend very well. He's not a great off-ball player, and Giannis isn't trying to be an off-ball player either. Giannis is our primary playmaker. And so
he is a rhythm shooter.
Yeah, and so Dame can't really. They don't really run any sets for Dame. Like, I think the only option is either we get some new people on the bench who know how to maximize an offense with Dame and Giannis, which I've seen Giannis be a high screen, mid screen setter in the playoffs, right, or in the Olympics. Even when we won, like he did a lot of that mid high post catch and shoot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But part of it is Chris Middleton was tall enough to see over defenders and pass it to Giannis.
Yeah.
Dame isn't tall enough. And he's a decent passer. He's not like a bad passer, but he's not a natural passing, facilitating playmaker. Like from what I can see, he's better when he can generate offense through like the attention he draws. You know what I'm saying?
Then this playoffs. Then if he plays, they gotta run the offense through Dame.
But they won't.
They got to. Well, if they're not gonna run the offense with Dame, then yeah, we gotta trade them.
That's what I'm saying. Like, at what point do we say they gotta
do it? Giannis
set a screen and don't slip.
Man, that's gonna be tough. The way Giannis playing, I don't think he's gonna want to stop.
And that's what I'm saying, bro. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like I don't even think we need to get a star for Dame. I'm just saying, like, get us like fucking Nickeil Alexander-Walker and like some other like fucking big or some shit like Nas Reed and say fuck it, like.
No, Nasri would be nice.
Nasri would be crazy, bro.
Nasri would be nice. Not gonna lie.
That, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? Or Jaden McDaniels. Like you're saying, like, I don't think Giannis is like super Dirk. You know what I'm saying? Like put any motherfuckers who could maybe make an all-star team one year around him. Like, go get Norm Powell or some shit. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, go get somebody.
Norman Powell would be interesting. That's why I like the Clippers. But.
So we traded for his ass. He never forgave us. Every time Norman Powell sees us,
yeah, he do. He be cooking us, man. He be cooking us every time. Oh, every freaking time.
Okay, so speaking of cooked, Mike Malone is cooked. Taylor Jenkins is cooked. Mike Brown is cooked.
Out of there.
Anybody else get fired this season? I don't think so.
Nah. Just those.
Who else you think is getting fired this offseason? I think Doc.
Oh, Bud getting fired.
Doc isn't going to get fired this offseason.
Probably not. Well, he should get fired if he don't figure out this.
If we get a
first round out, then he got to get fired.
He got to go. But I think Giannis likes him. I think the team likes him. Like,
yeah, but yeah,
we'll see.
They got to figure out that offensive. They figure out something on defensive end in the game. going to switching from man to zone. They kind of play better with zone with that lineup. But I don't.
That was like a
not.
matchup thing.
Yeah, that definitely was. But if we get Sims back, we can start doing that stuff again.
Yeah, I mean, I think Kuzma needs to come off the bench.
Probably. Yeah.
I think it should be excuse me, Ryan Rollins at the 1 for right now, or Dame at the 1, obviously. Rollins at the 2, or maybe AJ Green at the 2. I still like AJ coming off the bench.
Man, all those guys coming off the bench is nice. I ain't gonna lie.
Gary Trent, bro.
All of them.
Bro, I
want to
keep Gary Trent 8.
Our bench would go crazy, bro.
Which is crazy because we used to say our bench was ass, bro.
That bench is
to start the year. I mean, bro, I like Torian Prince as a starter,
especially when Sims comes back, man. Well, I hope he comes back. He better come back. I think
he's coming back.
But yeah, especially when Sims come back, bro.
We really got young and athletic, like sneaky as hell.
Sneaky
like,
fast.
Nobody really knows.
Real smooth too.
And I think
even Kuzma is athletic as heck. He did,
and he's like, a good wing defender.
Just for the defense, he is worth it alone. But his offense just
horrible. I don't know. He can't finish. Like he can't finish.
Torian Prince on defense isn't.
But he's a good 3-point catch and shooter. He's a good starter. Though.
Yeah, he's a good starter, decent starter. Yeah.
Yeah, he's not a great starter.
But his defense, he just be looking around.
He just has slow feet too. Yeah. Like he doesn't have great
he doesn't have great instincts.
Yeah,
which
is funny because I mean that's what everybody
says. Because it's bad because he got bad instincts and then Brooke got bad. Brooke's just slow footed.
Yeah, Brooke.
He see it, but then he just can't move to it, and it's.
Yeah. No, he's like he's 37. But back to what we was talking about, coaches. Who
was getting fired? Definitely Bud.
Yeah.
I can't think of. I mean,
like bad.
Billups is gonna stay. They're like 35 and 44. I saw.
No, the Blazers have been sneaky good.
They're gonna be straight.
The West is
maybe the Pelicans coach. Who's the coach?
Willie Green. I think he's good there though.
You think so?
I don't think anything the Pelicans.
But those records are. Well, then again, they traded away all their talent. They traded away almost all their talents, and Zion's still hurt, or they shut him down. Something like that.
Same season.
Who's the Utah coach? Utah coach probably.
No, he's good. Will Hardy's a solid coach.
Will Hardy gonna stay with Utah?
Yeah.
Who's the Washington coach?
Who the fuck knows, man?
No, if they ain't going, then I don't see nobody else going. Really,
Pop might be done. Like Pop might retire.
Yeah, Pop is just done. I don't think he's getting fired. He's just done.
I think after a stroke, I think it's cool to just let it go.
Yeah, he gotta let it go.
Yeah.
I think they played better without him coaching first. They I don't know.
I think they were gonna be on the up and up. But back to do you think it was wise of Denver and the Grizzlies to fire their coaches?
Nah. Malone's a good coach. The Grizzlies, maybe they're seeing something where
I think it just got to be bullshit in the locker room.
Something going on in the locker room because they're still a good team. They still do. The Morant's, he's been hurt for a good portion of the season.
I think it's
just I feel like they play pretty good for the most part.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know. I'm not sure what the issue was really. At least it wasn't obvious to me.
I know they were having they changed the system, right? And so they went from a lot of like pick and rolls and like and Ja being like a primary initiator, having like Bane do like initiating offense, like a lot of like motion and cutting and stuff like that, and like screening action side. I think it's to make the offense more versatile, but like they had like Ja in the corner more like.
Oh, that's not smart.
Yeah, no,
that's definitely not. He should be probably initiating the offense and a good like
because he was a high assist, high.
Yeah, he should be. Yeah, he should be.
But I also think it's because Ja hasn't been as healthy, so they've been trying to like.
Yeah, they've been trying to manage. Yeah, they're trying to manage his injuries. Yeah, they paid him all that money. They ain't trying to see him get hurt again.
Yeah, and so I think
I get it. But to fire him, I don't know. He's probably the person that knows him the best.
Well, I think sometimes you have to like.
Well, to me, the when you do it matters because I feel like they should have done it after the season. Not at least if they're gonna do it after the season, not a month before playoffs.
Not even a month.
Not even a month. And then Malone, his was like 2 weeks before.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I mean,
they do it in off season, like the Suns gonna do it. They obviously gonna fire Glove, but but they gonna wait till the after.
Vogel, bro. They should just get Vogel. I mean,
I don't know. Vogel wasn't.
They're all there. I mean, what do you do with that team?
I don't know, man. Honestly, I don't know.
That team has horrible vibes.
It's horrible. Just bad vibes all around.
Just
like Beal, man.
I don't feel bad for Beal.
I don't feel bad for him. But I'm just saying. Just look at this. What the comments he makes.
Yeah,
you gotta wonder.
No, I would hate to be his teammate, bro. It just seems like.
Well, if you're on 2K, bro, his teammate chemistry.
Yeah. Nah, I mean,
he got his money, man. He got that no trade clause. If you don't want to go there, he ain't going.
Speaking of trades, Luka Doncic just belt to ass.
He gave him that work.
Yeah, man. And to hear the crowd being like Luka, I didn't watch the full game. I watched some of it. It was cool. Like, you know, I mean, like it was nice to see Luka get that moment. I think a lot of people are still talking about the trade. It'll always be something to talk about. There was an article I read about today, just talking about like the owner and how he doesn't know basketball very well, and so he kind of just was like, "All right, I trust you" or whatever. And they also didn't tell Mark Cuban at all, like until later on, like.
But Mark Cuban, he's not a owner no more.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, like.
But yeah, I get it. Mark Cuban was a big Luka fan.
Yeah. I think if Mark Cuban had a.
And he actually know basketball. He just didn't want to keep paying. He didn't want to keep losing money.
Yeah, and
plus, I think they're trying to. They keep talking about. At least from what I understand, that he was losing money keeping that team.
Well, he never raised prices for tickets and stuff like that. But he was supposed to supposedly be a part of like the basketball operations team, and they just kind of like they were just like no, because they were trying to get. Originally, his idea was that their lease is up in I think 2037. So with American Airlines Center, so I think they were trying to get like like every owner is just trying to get their own arena built, but not with their own money. Yeah,
they're trying to. Even the Bucks did that.
They finessed us. We paid tax dollars.
Even with the Brewers did that.
Man, bro. Even
they didn't change the name to American Family. It's Miller Park.
Shit, yeah.
It's Miller Park. So I just want to say that.
Sometimes you get to a point where you just kind of forget, but like.
Nah, I ain't forgetting that.
All right, so anyway, we was talking about no. All right, well, we were talking about Luka's return game, but I want to get to this Taylor Rooks, Dirk Nowitzki. So the thing about it is, Taylor Rooks and Dirk Nowitzki are going to be the NBC sportscasters.
Oh, really?
Yeah, for Amazon Prime. So that's why they was chilling together.
They got to get their chemistry going.
Exactly, but that's why you got the ring off. That's why you take the ring off, so you can be in your flirty bag. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I'm just kidding.
This man said, once you take that ring off, you're a whole different person.
I feel like if you ask a husband about this, like, do you feel, not like you gonna cheat or some shit, but do you feel different when your ring is off? I feel like they'll all say, yeah, I do feel different. Also, they probably say I feel guilty too.
Definitely guilty.
Definitely guilty.
Definitely guilty.
But it's like if you on a work trip, I've seen this with people who are married. Like they start acting different when they on a work trip. You know what I'm saying? Like they be talking different. They don't do nothing, but they be acting different. I'm like, now you know you won't act like that if she was here.
I ain't never ever seen you act.
I ain't never seen you act like this, and it be the old heads too.
It was an old head, man.
I don't want to be one of them old heads.
They don't care no more at that point. It's some things you're like, I'm gonna just do it.
You know what sucks, bro? Everybody gets corny, bro. Like I mean, we're already corny, but like. Corny, like old corny, like you know what I'm saying, like washed, like the times have passed you by.
Yeah, it happens to the best of us.
Yeah. And one day we gonna think some shit is smooth, like oh yeah, back when I was da da da, and they gonna be like, what the fuck you talking about, granddad? Like
yeah, they already like that. They already calling me Unc. They already calling me Unc, man. So
the kids still. I mean, it depends on which kids.
Kids are ruthless, man. They'll tell it what it is. That ain't it no more, Unc.
Yeah, I mean, I don't feel like I'll really try to do nothing to be like hit or like lit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's hard to be like, oh yeah, like, nah, that's not it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, yeah, I pay attention to the trends, but then sometimes you don't realize some trends have passed you by before, and you go out and you be like, oh, it ain't even like that no more.
I don't even know like what trends. I do know, like, I definitely feel there's some things.
Bro, the baggy shirt, baggy pants era.
Baggy pants is still right now?
Nah, not really.
Yeah, bro.
Maybe it's making a comeback a little bit, but it wasn't in for a while.
Yeah, for like 10 years it wasn't in, but now definitely people get the baggy shit off. Like, and the thing about it is, like, Shai Gilgeous is like 25, 26. Like, I feel like he's...
Oh, but that's a different kind of baggy. Like, the baggy used to be like...
Well, yeah, it used to be like...
it's
still tailored.
Yeah.
It's still tailored, but it's a baggy tailored now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they'll do like the crop with the baggy pants.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like... But I mean, like, I'm not a fashion dude, but I like to be fashionable. Like, I like to put together good outfits. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you gotta put together good outfits.
Gotta put that shit on.
Yeah.
I be putting that shit on like when I want to, but I don't feel like
you don't feel like doing it all the time.
Well,
it's a little bit of effort.
It is, and you gotta rotate pieces. That's the thing I don't like. Like, I have some good pieces upstairs. I kind of want to sell like stuff to get more stuff, but it's like when you're trying to be the fashion dude, you have to like always be rotating pieces, and you got to spend a lot of time curating the look. And so I'd rather be like, oh, he can dress, than he's like the fashion guy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
hey, you gotta know what fits you.
Yeah,
what fits your body type
for sure. And I'm like stocky, so like it's not that I can't wear I don't think I have like a horrible body type or nothing like that, but it's just like, okay, like there's some shit like I'll try to throw on and I'm like, yeah, that's not what you need to be throwing on. But that's for the skinny minis. That's for the maybe somebody taller, maybe somebody a different body type. You know what I'm saying? But all right. Anyway, let's get back to. Did you watch? Well. Oh, so the Bucks are playing right now. Like when we was on break, I went to watch the game for a little bit, and so not what they said about Marzon, but actually they said the three man group of AJ Green, Trent, and Kevin Porter Jr. is in the 98th percentile, and with Giannis.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, they have like
one of the best lineups.
Yeah, no, but then also with Giannis, they average 89 points per or like 100 possessions or whatever. Yeah. So I mean that defensively, they had like 2 steals in like a minute when I was watching the game. So like hopefully they beat the Pelicans because sometimes young teams try to like fuck your shit up because
they ain't got nothing to play for.
Yeah. So
but then sometimes they mess themselves up. So in the fourth quarter, the coach is gonna pull out their best players and then.
Yeah, try to see
like the Blazers did last night when Sharp had like 37 points and he didn't play in the fourth. I think he didn't play in the last 4 minutes of the overtime, and he had 1 foul.
I mean,
makes you think.
Yeah, that's weird.
Makes you think.
But I think like we trying to get Cooper flagged. Like, relax.
Yeah, nah, but that's the Portland.
Still.
Yeah, but the Jazz won that game.
Yeah, but Portland, you said he had 37 points, right?
Yeah, he had 37 points. But Portland's like 35 and 44. They're not even close to the Cooper flag for
yeah, that's true. They playing too well.
Yeah. You know what? And I realized if the Jazz won, they were going to have the same record as the Wizards.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm thinking conspiracy? Maybe.
No, I'm just thinking. Oh, yeah. I was going to. Okay. All right, so playing tournament. So what's interesting about the West is like 3 teams. It used to be 4 teams, but 3 teams have the same amount of losses.
Yeah.
So the Nuggets might be against the Wolves in the play-in, and I think the Wolves might get the Nuggets out of here.
Dang.
So that's even funnier. That's even funnier. The Bulls, the Heat, and the Hawks
The Hawks always in that play.
All three of them are always in the play, bro.
It's always the Hawks. It's
the Heat, the Bulls, and the Hawks, bro. They always in the play, bro.
Always in the play.
Them niggas have not seen a playoff game. I mean, hey, we was cutting it close, man.
Yeah, for a minute there.
We was cutting it close. But I do get what they mean, bro. We lost both of our backup bigs. We lost Dame. Like, it's actually kind of... People be hating on it. I'll be like,
weather the storm. Weather the storm for sure.
It's that time of year, man. But I think we're gonna get right. We're gonna
see about the Deer District.
Yeah, shit, man. We might do some live. I got my GoPro. I got 2 cameras now. We can do like some live streaming, live games, shit. Like maybe go on a run. I'm so sad, bro. That's the same summer I lost like most of my footage and photography from that summer. So I have like a few thus, but
dang, that was a good summer.
Man, I had like it was probably for us, for the Milwaukee fan base, like probably one of the best titles. I think it is one of the best titles in NBA history. Like just for Giannis's, like how Giannis transcended, and just like the KD shit was fire. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
had great moments. I thought we were cooked in that KD.
I
know exactly where I was.
Game 4, I think.
I was through. I was at the district, and I was walking, and I had to go to work. So I walked up. When I got there, that's when they're showing the replay of because the Bucks were up when I left. And then I looked at it and they're showing that. And I was like, oh, no.
Nah, I don't know I think I went to that game, but I just remember that was stressful, bro.
Stressful.
I just remember it being stressful.
They pulled it out, man. They pulled it out.
Nah, yeah. Nah, it was a crazy time in the city, man. It was a crazy time. Like, people said they was way more lit than I was. I was chilling, I guess. Like, but I was still lit that summer. That was a good... At the Deer District, it was fun. Like, I wasn't, like, just out partying the way other people was partying, but...
Yeah.
I was. It was a good time, man.
Nah, I can't party in that big crowd.
Nah, bro.
That was ridiculous.
A lot of guns. Whole lot of gunplay, gun talk.
2 years after, yeah.
Yeah, bro.
But the first 2-3 years, it was pretty straight.
It was smooth, yeah. It was once we won, you know.
Raptor series was the best one. I saw one of my professors and his wife there. Yeah.
I was in DC. No, I wasn't. I was here, but I was chilling, I think. But yeah.
Yeah, good times.
Yeah, no. All right. So, did you watch Harley Quinn?
Yeah, I finished it.
Okay. What were your thoughts on it?
Which part?
Just the whole in general. Yeah.
I liked it early on. I feel like it kind of leveled off, or like the first few seasons, I was really engaged.
No, I mean like this season though. Like
season 5. Season 5 was okay.
Yeah.
I mean, they're in. I don't know if we want to talk about what's going on, but
yeah, I mean it's cool. It's been out for a little bit.
They're in Metropolis, and and they had Brainiac. The thing with Harley Quinn that I've noticed, like a lot of the like things that you expect to happen or expect how the characters should be, you don't see that. They're like a whole different personality, and I'm like, and I'm shocked. And some part of it is kind of like, I kind of miss their old personality, but I'm like, it's different. So I respect it. I mean, although sometimes I'm like, they kind of pushing it.
Which character?
Like Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, that's
like
what,
that. The Bruce Wayne.
One of my friends, she said the same thing. She was like,
they don't gotta do.
They just keep cucking them.
Yeah, they don't gotta keep doing that, man. Like dang. Like that's like y'all put some respect on his name, man. That's Bruce motherfucking Wayne.
I enjoy it for that reason. I think it's funny. And I also think it's funny how him and Joker are like acquaintances. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's hilarious.
Now he's just bruh.
No, I enjoy that part of it. I think my thing. I was talking to my friend
Clayface too. Like, he got way more personality in this. Clayface don't have a personality usually.
Yeah, Clayface doesn't do shit.
Now he's just super vibrant personality, doing all kinds of
nonsense,
wow stuff.
He just do nonsense every season. Now they don't even give him nothing to do except just be a dickhead for the whole season. I like King Shark.
Bane too. Bane.
They just shit on Bane.
Bane be doing a lot of stuff.
Bane hilarious.
This man was out here crazy.
No, but I like one thing. I think that my problem with Harley Quinn at this point is like I feel like too much of like Harley Quinn and Ivy's stories are like about each other.
Yeah,
like they don't get to do things like I don't know. Like I feel like I liked it when like I like their relationship. I don't have a problem with them being together. It's more like
they don't do their own things no more.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
It's always together. Like even when they do stuff separate, they end up
back together.
Yeah.
And it's also like I don't like how they don't have to solve their problems. Like their problems just solve themselves.
Yeah.
Like, and I was talking to my friend about this, and like she's like queer, you know what I'm saying? So like just talking about like how like I get like how like male female relationships can be like toxic, right? And like why there's such a lot of like in the media they try to like play up queer couples, right? And I don't have a problem with that, but I do think that sometimes when I'm watching it, it's like they'll have a fight and it'll be like for no reason, and then the fight will just like fix itself, right? And they're like, oh my god, and like I think it's like nah, like every relationship has challenges, you know what I'm saying? Like we got to work through them. And so sometimes I'm like, all right, so we got to spend the whole season seeing them do this shit, and then like they don't even really like work through their issue, which is
their issue. They just moved like they did. They just moved to Metropolis to avoid the issues
to the next thing. And I feel like it was. I didn't mind the season. Like I did appreciate like what they like with the Brainiac storyline. Like spoilers, I guess I don't really care. But I'm not gonna tell anything what happened. But I also like. I liked Lex Luthor's sister. I thought that was funny.
Yeah, I never. Yeah, that was new to me. I
think it was original. I don't think he had a sister.
I never heard of a sister for him.
I also like that Lex Luthor's black, like that they actually made him black. Like
they kind of like mixed, but yeah, black.
I mean, well, what's her face? She's Lana in Archer, the voice actress.
For who? Oh, really? Wait. Who?
Lena.
Is she? Oh yeah.
Yeah. I got like
I can see that. I can see that. I haven't watched Archer in a long time. That was a good show.
Archer was solid. Archer was solid early on.
Early on, yeah.
Yeah, for like the first 7 seasons, it was good.
I stopped watching after like season 6, I think.
Yeah, the first 5 to 6 seasons were really.
I didn't watch. Like it started getting like a little like.
It's a little high concept-y.
Like once they lost the firm or whatever, like maybe a season after that. Yeah, and I was like, they doing too much now.
I mean, I watched the full show and like it stayed like like decent because Archer was always gonna be like a okay show, but they started trying to do other shit with it towards the end, and it was just like, all right, bro, like. But yeah, the first 5 to 6 seasons, that was pretty solid.
That's what I watched. Yeah, in college, that's what I was on.
Yeah, Archer in college was a vibe, bro. Archer in college was a vibe.
Bob's Burgers too.
I watched Bob's Burgers during COVID. That was solid.
Burger was that show.
All right, so other young shows that are for that I'm looking for. There's a show called Izumi. It's about I think it's called Izumi. It's about a Nigerian girl.
Yeah, I heard about that. I haven't watched it.
It's on Max.
Yeah, I know. I gotta watch that.
Yeah, I finished Creature Commandos.
It's just I gotta watch that.
Creature Commandos.
I finished that.
Yeah, I finished that just this week. That was kind of fucked up how it ended, but yeah.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I kind of feel bad for her, man.
Yeah. But I like that they made that choice though.
But I'm thinking like, bruh, I'm thinking about Atlantis. Why didn't I'm wondering why, but
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I don't want to spoil nothing, but I'm thinking Atlantis. No, yeah. But,
yeah, why don't you just go there or some shit like that? Well, yeah. I mean. You gotta have a reason for the characters to like have like And
but then again, they're I feel like they're a good team together, all of them.
Yeah.
They're good.
It was cool. Okay. The WNBA draft's coming up. I had something about Brewers, but I don't really care about the Brewers, and we already kind of talked about the dating, so I don't want to do the AI. Maybe a different day we can talk about the AI stuff, but
that's wild.
I'm excited for
That's that Black Mirror episode.
Oh shit, we ain't talk about the tournament, bro. That's
the NCAA.
Yeah.
But I mean, Florida did that thing. Clayton should be a top 10 draft pick though.
Yeah,
we'll see about that.
That Houston Duke game was fire though.
That was a good game, but Duke choked that.
Yeah, no, for
Duke
sure.
choked that.
Somebody was saying that it was the refs, and I was like, but
Duke choked that.
They shouldn't have been in that position. Like,
yeah, they were up 14 with like 9 minutes left.
Yeah, I mean,
and they didn't. And on top of that, they didn't score a field goal for the last like 6 minutes or something like that. I'm like,
yeah, being up 14 ain't even in 9 minutes ain't that bad. But the way that they was up like 10, like with like 2.
They're up like 7 points in the last minute.
Yeah, bro, they
just couldn't inbound the ball. They turned it over, missed free throws.
And I mean, I wasn't mad at that shot for Cooper Flag, but he definitely could have got a better shot off.
But he not that guy yet.
Yeah,
like he been trying.
I mean,
to do
he that guy, but
he been trying to do that all season. Like the last minute. The thing is, John Shire, he doesn't drop plays for him. Like he should be getting a play to get to the rim, and he couldn't. I don't know. It's kind of like hair flag.
Do
something
figure
with
some shit out.
Yeah. I'm like, nah, man, you gotta do something.
Hey,
like they got the Knipple that's from Wisconsin Lutheran.
What's his name?
Knipple.
Knipple.
I forget. Number 7. I don't know what his name is.
I don't know either. But no, I mean,
he had like 17 points in the game.
They said white hoopers are back. They said Dante, Tyler Herro, Austin Reeves.
Some of my friends are calling them the great whites.
Rick Flag. Luka.
Yeah, the great
whites.
I
don't count as Luka and Jokic aren't whites to me.
They're exciting whites.
They're white, but they're not whites. They're Europeans. You know what I'm saying? Like Porzingis, they're Europeans.
Yeah, they're Europeans. Yeah.
I mean, like they're white, like, but they're just
exciting whites.
It's just a different flavor of white. I feel like the European whites have the most sauce of all the whites.
Yeah, they definitely do.
And
especially the ones that are from the old Yugoslavia. Yeah, we got lucky with that Yugoslavia situation. No, I'm not gonna say that, but
yeah, I'm about to say that's crazy to say about
who's
the best? Yeah, I mean, there's not much to talk about the final. Everybody's talked about it. It was cool. It was a cool little. It's crazy. I don't think it's. I mean, I'm not surprised UConn won for the women's tournament because they like been kicking ass for years.
The talent gap between the top teams and the other teams in women's basketball is huge.
Yeah, and also when Juju got out the tournament, it kind of just.
I feel like Juju and I was looking forward to that USC UConn game.
Yeah, that'd have been fire.
I feel prayers out to Juju though.
Yeah, she'll be. I think she'll come back.
Come back, but yeah.
No, I want to see her and Paige in the league for sure. Like just
but cooking. she gonna be in there for 2 more years.
You know, yeah, for sure. Especially with the ACL tear. Like, take your time, like develop some more. You know, Caitlin Clark put up 22 points in like 2 minutes on the Iowa practice squad, like the men's practice squad.
I heard that was I saw that. But she was pulling up from deep. She was going up, pull up. I was like, dang, bro, she going crazy.
It's funny when you hear them niggas who like, bro, I could guard. Like, no, you couldn't, bro. Like, you could not, bro. You would get fried, deep fried, filet mignon with the little. Even Angel Reese, she was pretty good in what you call it, in the Unrivaled League. She was pretty. Her team won. It was cool. It's a little hard to like get into 3-on-3 for me, but it wasn't bad. It was like full court, but it's still it's like a little weird to me. It's like it doesn't make sense in my brain compared to like 5-on-5 basketball. But
it wasn't like a full court. It's like it was a full court.
It wasn't full like WNBA NBA regular, but it was a full court. Like it wasn't it wasn't like half court basketball. No, it was full court. Yeah. But but not like they're I'm trying to get more into the league this year because I was into it kinda, but I didn't really lock in. So I'm gonna try to watch more WNBA this year and like.
It should be shit. Yeah, this season gonna be better than was. I think it's gonna be better than last season for sure.
No, definitely. And a lot of people moved around. Like Kelsey Plum, she left the Aces.
Yeah, she got traded to the
LA up to Sparks. Sabali on Houston or not Houston on Dallas. She left. That's I'm curious to see if Dallas drafts Paige Bueckers, like her and Enrique, that'd be kind of fire.
It would be.
It'd be kind of fire. Would be. All right, yeah. All right, last question. Who's your favorite white boy hooper right now? I'm going Dante.
Favorite white boy hooper?
Hooper, yeah, in the NBA.
I like Austin Reeves, man.
Yeah, Austin Reeves go crazy.
Austin Reeves.
Yeah.
I like him on 2K too.
Who do you think who's better? I'm trying to think. Tyler Herro versus who's another white boy?
Tyler Herro, Guitar Hero.
Tyler Herro versus
Superhero.
Nah, I mean there's who else is a good white basketball player?
There ain't a lot of them out there.
Like, yeah, who are good. I mean that boy on this. Peyton Pritchard. He nice
against Tyler Herro.
No. Tyler Herro's easily better than Peyton Pritchard.
So Peyton Pritchard versus who?
No, I'll just start thinking about other white basketball players.
Like AJ Green versus Dante.
He not a hooper. He nice. AJ Green's nice-ish, but he not like a hooper.
You might have to go back in time and see some other players.
Yeah,
because I don't see a lot of guard. There's not a lot of white guards necessarily.
I mean, there's not a lot of white forwards either.
It's a decent amount. Like the dude from the Bulls, what's his name? The draft pick,
Matas.
He
Giddey solid. Giddey solid too.
Giddey's a big guard though.
But I'm saying he's
him versus like Caruso. Nah,
does Lonzo count?
Man, nah. Well, get out of here.
Lonzo's half white.
Nice. Nah, get out of here. We ain't even gonna entertain that. We not gonna entertain that. We not entertaining that. You wild for that. But that rookie for the Houston. Diabolical. This guy.
LaMelo is half white, bro.
This guy, man.
I'm sure
maybe like Wagner versus one.
Wagner. Yeah, the Wagner boys. I forgot about them. Yeah.
Versus that Bulls guy, man. What's his name?
Mateus.
That would be a good matchup. Well,
I need to see more from
once he starts developing a little more.
Yeah, I haven't seen I even watched the Bulls. I like Kobe White. Another white.
This guy.
Derek White versus Kobe White.
Grady Dick.
Pause.
All right. Well, he's still white. But Grady
GD.
Dick versus probably Grady Dick versus
Matas?
No, the dude Giddey.
Oh, Giddey?
Giddey versus Grady Dick. That would be a good matchup.
Giddey versus Grady?
Yeah.
We forgot about Sabonis. He nice.
But you gotta match him up with the power forward. So it'd be him versus Porzingis?
Yeah. That's not a bad matchup.
That's not a bad matchup.
It's not a bad matchup.
It's not bad. But Porzingis would be cooking them.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But
he could Porzingis.
But Sabonis would be backing him down. I don't know, but Sabonis don't got a bag. He don't got like a post,
like a move.
He's just boom boom.
Yeah, he's just gonna body into you type shit. Yeah.
So I don't know if that ain't that entertaining.
Oh, Pods, the nigga Pods. He's from Milwaukee on the Warriors.
He not that good though.
He had like 4 straight 20-point games.
He's alright. Okay, so him versus who?
Paz versus
the dude. Okay, Paz versus the Celtics guy. What's his name?
Yeah, Jace or something. His name not Jace, but I swear his name is Jace to me, bro. The white boy, something.
What is his name?
He got a bro. I promise his name is Jace. Actually, his name is Jace Saraknia or some shit.
He said Jake Saraknia.
That's
Saraknia.
That's somebody's name.
I can't think of nobody right now. Dang.
The Celtics rookie. Baylor Shearman.
I don't know that dude.
His name was Baylor, bro.
I do not know.
Talking about Luke Cornett.
Man, Luke Cornett, he's a forward.
Sam Hauser.
Well, Sam Hauser versus he would have to match him up with
Kevin Huerter.
I can't think of nobody.
Kevin Huerter.
Oh, I forgot about Kevin Huerter. Is he here for the year? Where is he?
Bro. He got traded.
He got traded to Charlotte. Where did he get?
I don't know, bro.
Yeah, I don't know, man. This is tough. You can't. You gotta think of like Christian Braun versus somebody.
Christian Braun is a nasty ass lineup, bro. Don't want to see Christian Braun versus Tyler Kolek or some shit like that.
Man, Tyler Kolek, you gotta match him up with like McConnell.
I hate TJ McConnell, bro.
Versus TJ McConnell.
I hate. Oh, Lauri Markkanen, bro. We forgot about Lauri Markkanen.
Yeah, Lauri Markkanen versus Porzingis. No, Lauri Markkanen versus Porzingis.
No, versus Sabonis, bro. Mid versus mid, bro.
That's not mid. But
they're mid stars. They're mid stars.
Okay, yeah, but that he's better. I think it's a better matchup with.
So this is their ranking. This is funny. This might just be bonus content. Honestly, at this point, we should wrap up real quick. Live well and prosper. We talked about some good stuff in the early part of the pod. You know, I always try to. I didn't do it last time, but definitely be open with communicating with the people you care about, with your friends, with your family. And yeah, you know what I'm saying. What you got before we wrap up? I want to keep going. I just want to wrap up the pod and then go to.
Be the star of your day.
Okay.
Stick to it.
Any last topics before we get out, Joe, real quick? Anything else we need to cover?
That's about it for me.
All right, cool. Well, shout out to all them people, and we gonna get into this next little topic. All right, I'm Tone.
PK. K-Dub.
All right, see you next time.